Hey everybody, Vel back with another video on the game that we're currently engaged in. The big news and the reason that this video is existing is that we are now at peace with everybody. Carthage has just accepted our truce offer, and after a scrappy misadventure against Greece, which saw us successfully capture two cities on the continent, uh, Carthage didn't like us picking on their buddy Greece, so they responded. And although we won pretty handily the first battle, the first war with Carthage that we had, we was really just a couple of skirmishes and two small naval battles, and we won all of those. But this time, Carthage pretty much kicked our ass at sea. We lost three of our biremes, didn't kill any Carthaginian ships, came close, but didn't kill anything. We fared a lot better on uh, Carthage's when they invaded our land forces. We pretty well cleaned their clock, including handing them a couple of really embarrassing victories, killing highly promoted units with militia, which was great. Our two biggest kills were we scored a kill against a maceman with a militia and a level 4 or 5 decorated archer with the militia, which is frankly kind of embarrassing if you're, an invading force and you have this big badass military unit and it gets taken out by a freaking militia. So that was kind of a feather in our cap. Um, the war with Greece did put us in first place, but now it's time to review, right? We're only 80 years, 81 years from the end of the game, and we're just over halfway to the 60-point uh, victory thing. Although we'll win a score victory if we can maintain the lead, um, but we have to make sure we maintain that lead, right? So we know Greece is not going to catch us. We know Persia is not going to catch us. Pretty sure Carthage won't catch us either because they've only got 8 cities, and they're likely to see that developing city move to strong, so that's going to give them 2 extra points. They may see 2 of their strong cities move. Let's say 3. Let's say 3 of their strong cities move to uh, legendary in the next 80 turns. So that's 4 cities that'll bump up. 4 times 2 is 8. That would put Carthage at 38. That's about the best they can. And let's give them both of the other remaining legendary wonders. That puts them to 40 by the end of the game. Greece has no chance. They do have 9 cities. They do have good, strong cities, but they're currently at war and they're not going to be doing anything except dying to Babylon. And they may lose some cities to Babylon. So yeah, Greece is in trouble. I don't, even though they've got a cultural advantage, I don't think they're going to be able to leverage that to anything, and they're certainly not going to be able to build any additional wonders because they're fighting for their survival right now. Babylon could seriously, they've got a legendary city, they've already built a legendary wonder. If they win, if they start taking cities from Greece, they could. They're our competition. I mean, we're just tied with them right now, and they've got 11 cities plus if they start taking any from Greece. Now the good news is Greece has some really well defended cities in the south, uh, and I don't I haven't infiltrated Babylon, but I don't see. It's going to take them an act of God to take this city, and I just don't see. They're similar in military strength to us, so Greece has actually been outfighting them. because they were stronger when the war started. Of course, we've been bulking up our military too. Good God, we've got, well, you can see the counts here. We've got 5 naval units still, 5 siege units, 6 ranged, 31 infantry, although like half of those are militia. So we've got just over 30 non-militia military. Um, that's not bad, you know. Let's do a quick count, actually. Come on, let's see. So we got the 5 onagers, hocus and pocus. So there's our slingers, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 3 chariots remaining, 12, 13, 14. We'll skip the militia, even though they're valuable. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, so we got 33 military units, not counting uh, the militia. That's a decent army, right? We've got enough to defend the homeland, and if we are smart about it, and if we get some decent tech, which we're about to finally, halfway through the game, we're about to finally upgrade our slingers to bows, archers, which would be nice. Hocus and pocus will be much more effective if they're actually fighting on something of an even footing with our rivals. Oh, and I'm also going to find my next 2 most highly decorated slingers and name them Abra and Kadabra. And we'll have a duo, 2 pairs of awesome ranged unit badassery. Well, as you can see, I have been busily buying tiles, and we've got our 2 cities that we captured connected via a corridor of borders. And I'm going to keep working on that. I'm going to keep extending that until we close this up. And I'm not going to buy these because I'm probably just going to drop uh, like a hamlet here, and that'll give us some. And then look what I can do though, right? If I do specialists here and here, I can actually grow these borders so we won't need a transport to get on the continent anymore. And that's a worthwhile medium term goal, I think. Uh, I'm gonna, let's see. I think this worker may have just gotten killed during the battle. I'm going to go ahead and queue up another worker, and this is kind of a crap city to build troops out of. So I'm going to let that axeman finish, and then I'll queue up another worker, and we'll get started on that project. That's something that we should probably work on pretty much right away. I've got a worker coming here, and we'll make we'll make improving those 2 tiles a priority because that's we don't really need the food, and I'm certainly not going to create a specialist because we're starving. I'm going to create a specialist so we can get the border bump specifically. I mean, I think that's a worthwhile thing for us to be doing. Um, so we got 28 orders. We got a lot of potential here. We looked at the city counts, right? And so I've got 15 cities. My next biggest competitor only has 11, so he would actually have to capture a lot of cities to catch up. I mean, 4 cities, that's not trivial. Uh, so that, I'm not saying Babylon couldn't do it. I'm just saying that's a big job. Greece not going to be capturing anything. Carthage, we now know what Carthage has, and they're friends with Persia. Persia's pretty well locked in. They got crap. I haven't infiltrated Persia. I don't know where their other city is. Oh, there it is. Um, Persia has no options to expand unless they go against uh, Carthage, who they've already lost against, and that's why they're only down to 2 cities. So Persia is a non-entity in this game. They have a lot of wonders. If Carthage, for example, took out Persia, they would wind up with a dozen extra victory points, and that would catapult them briefly into first place. But Carthage is currently at peace. Their relationship isn't great with Persia. So I don't know. Persia, they may turn on the Persians, and if they do, I think that would be a good time for us to. Yeah, they've got a national alliance with Persia, so that actually didn't. Oh, I just didn't read it. Okay, so they're not going to turn on Persia right now. If they ever decided to, we're similar in military strength with them. And I think given a couple of more techs, a couple of key techs, we could probably stomp their asses. So I'm not too worried about that. If they decide they want to turn on Persia, we will intervene and do our level best to crush the soul out of them. Starting right here, I already know how I'm going to take this. If we attack, if we have to go to war with uh, Carthage, this is my first target, and I'm going to build a couple of siege towers and just shove them right down their throat. We'll take this in no time and use it as a springboard to get onto the good stuff, get into the meat. Probably right here. We go here to here and knock out Tingis. And that gives us, I mean, yeah, we're damn near connected at that point. That would be our beachhead. Bang, 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 right across. And that, I mean, I think that would, it wouldn't exactly rip the guts out of them, but it would seriously complicate their lives. And especially if they're fighting the Persians and their army's down here somewhere, right? And all of a sudden, a big shit ton of guys, even if they're a little behind the curve technologically, land up here. Oh yeah, that would screw them up. So that's our basic plan of attack if we have to fight Carthage. I'm not making any plans to fight Babylon. Uh, I don't think we will need to. I think we can outgrow Babylon. And speaking of, let's take a look at our cities. This is what I want to talk about. Right? So every time a city gets a culture bump, we get 2 extra points. Well, or we can get a legendary city if we focus on cultural builds in Eastgate. We can shave a lot off of this 58 turns. So, but Eastgate is not a holy city. So we need to look at if we want to get any of those wonders that are left. I think those wonders all require a holy city, do they not? The Pantheon, no, it requires just a legendary city. Just a legendary city. This one can be built. No, this one requires a holy city, and this one. Okay, so we need to look at our holy cities, which are Eastgate is a holy city, and what else is a holy city? I know we have two, right? Because we have the paganism, and we have the city where we founded. I don't know, where the hell is it? Am I just not seeing it? Oh, it's both. They're the same. Well, that was stupid of me. Okay, so Eastgate is the guy. And Eastgate is strong culture, currently producing 26.8 per turn. Let's put a governor in Eastgate right now. And let's focus on a governor, if we have one, who will add culture. We don't have one. Oh yeah, we do. This guy, 6, our king. Okay, so let's do that right off the bat. So now we drop that down to 46 years. We also, what is Eastgate? Eastgate is, uh, well, Eastgate needs, okay, we got pearls and dyes. Let's do this stuff first. We're going to spend some orders here. So we're going to give some dyes to these guys, all right, because they're in the negative right now. Okay, so that solves for the family stuff. Spent a couple of orders doing that, but we're okay. Um, okay, let's do, well, we're going to send a trade mission to Babylon. We know we need to do that because they're only cautious. We want to get them better than cautious. I think we need to send do a pacification mission. We've got a couple of level 7 cities, and if we did it on Eastgate, that would improve their general mood, and it would help the city of Eastgate, which we're focused on. So the next thing we can do, so we've got that down, it was 59, we got it down to 46 with just a couple of basic things. The next thing we can do, though, is let's build, okay, we don't have the tech to build a temple, so that's fine. But we do have, let's come up, let's come over here, and we can build, okay, we'll build the Shrine of Asher. I don't have a wonder I can build it next to, so we can't do that. But if we built, well, okay, or we could do a grove. A grove would give us 3.2 culture per year. Yeah, okay. So actually, I'm going to back that move out, right? And let's go ahead and do the grove right now. And if we built the grove, so that's going to give us some more money and 3 extra culture a year, which will speed us on our way. And hang on here, I got an incoming message I got to check. Okay, so those moves are going to help us get to legendary culture, and then we will sell whatever we have to sell to get the stone to do at least one of those 2 legendary wonders, assuming any are left by the time we finish this. But even if not, we're going to get 2 extra victory points when this trip's over to legendary, and that's good. So, but there's a lot of other This one will near the end of the game become legendary. We can speed that up. Same thing. That one is going to take some effort, but we could probably get it to trip to legendary before the game's over. This one's going to go to strong quickly, probably before we do much of anything. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 4. That's 14 victory points that we're looking at that are just going to happen organically. So 35 plus 10 is 45 plus 4 that puts us to 49 without even trying. If we get one of those 2 wonders, that puts us to 51. Now, I'm not saying Babylon's not also going to increase their score. Obviously, they're going to go through the same kind of thing, but if we really focus our efforts, there's a lot we can do there. Now, one thing that we're suffering from is we don't have as many orders as we need to do all of this justice. The good news is we have some of the best shrines in the game. And if we focus our happy little efforts on building the shrine of Shamash everywhere, and I can build them everywhere because I'm running polytheism, not only are we going to get culture because we chose mythology for our religion, but we're going to reduce discontent by one, and we're going to pick up half an order, and this shrine doesn't have any upkeep, so we spend 50 stone once and we get all of that for the rest of the game. So yeah, we're doing that everywhere. And we've got 15 cities, so if we do that everywhere, that's like 7 orders and change. Okay, so again, Ceylon, assuming there's nothing better that we can do, let's just build a shrine of Shamash and get half an order cooking. So in a few turns, we will see a really nice order bump. All right, Shrine of Asher. What is he? He's building a monastery. Do we have any wonders here? No. And I disagree that the Shrine of Asher is what monastery, temple, cathedral. Okay, let's build the Shrine of Shamash. I mean, hell to the yeah. Same thing. No to the Shrine of Asher. Hello to the Shrine of Shamash. Yeah, I'm pretty much. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, let's definitely do it out here so we can get some border bump. That doesn't really matter. So let's just build it here. And I mean, yes, it costs us the 50 stone, but we're not increasing our upkeep, our stone upkeep at all, which is amazing. And we can get, so let's come here and get a border bump. Not much of a border bump, but I mean, every little bit helps. All right, and that's literally all of our workers that we had unassigned are now all busily increasing our order count. We do not need any more food, but I will take composite bows a turn early. And all groves. Holy War. Yeah, not real excited about any of those techs, but I'm going to take architecture. Okay. And do we have? No, we got pearls that we can. But all of my guys have pearls. So I tell you what. Let's look at our most unhappy. Now let's look at our least unhappy city. We want to try to get a city that we can trip to positive. So let's go to Gaza. Wait, no, not Gaza. Yeah, because Gaza's level 7. So let's go to Gaza and give them pearls. And that'll slow their roll. Now, this guy, this new ruler that we got, he yeah, see, he's got inquiry 3. So I think we're gonna let's rearrange some of this shit. Yes to the minor because that'll give us a luxury, and I definitely like that. But then it's gonna give us 14, 15. Uh, no. All right, let's do it like this. Let's do an inquiry and then a forum, and then we'll reassess. I want to start. I'd like to get the time down here, which is why I want the forum. Is I add the +1 to the civics. And I want to start using this because I think we only get it while he's alive, and yeah, so we want to, and we're behind in tech, and if we can, that inquiry 3, um, yeah, on completion, that's 60 extra research. So periodically if we start doing that regularly, we will, and it gives us a +1 culture every time we finish an inquiry, so that's handy. And we will eventually push these borders out and push them off the island altogether, but that's kind of a longer term project. We got a lot of those, and we're unfortunately starting to run out of time. So I don't know how many of our long term projects we're actually going to complete, but we are at least on the right path, and we have a cogent plan to get us there. Uh, so we'll see. We'll see. Our Navy, even though we lost 3 ships, we've been building, you know, more as we work. And one good thing about, I mean, even though our cities aren't as good or as well developed as our rivals, we have a lot. There is a certain advantage to having more productive systems, even if not as stellar or efficient. We have more of them. And there is something to be said for quantity. So we might not have the strongest, most technologically advanced army, but we have a shit ton of guys. And honestly, I think we're using them pretty well. Okay. Well, this should be, not much will change in the short run, but this, over the next, 5 or 6 turns, this should really start to make a compelling difference. Now, this guy can only build Jewish stuff. So, but yeah, again, 4 culture and 2 science for every time we build one of these. Hell yeah, we're building these. Okay, we're leaving our, I'm just leaving our Navy tucked away and hidden until we get Dromans. I don't want, uh, yeah, let's make good use of our, right, okay, you guys can just park it right here. don't know that I need you guys down here, but while I've got some orders, it couldn't hurt to uh, bring some of these troops that we have been building in kind of far-flung corners of the kingdom down where everybody else is, right? This guy, this was one of our free militia that we picked up from. Oh, no, he's not either. He needs to be up here. Okay. And he can come down this way. We don't want to really buy any more tiles over here, I don't think. I would like to close this out. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll slowly, I'll bring this guy up. We'll slowly buy some more of these tiles. Bring this guy over. We'll buy some more of these tiles and see if we can get this border to collapse so that we just get all of this. I'd rather do that before Greece starts putting shit out here and closing the border up on us. So I think that's worth spending a couple of orders on. Okay, and now we wait and see what the bad guys have in store for us. The clerics just went negative again. We've got to try to, I don't know if we've influenced her or not, but I think spare 2 orders to do next year. We'll start influencing people and see if we can improve shit. Yeah, of course they did. Well, we could probably do the 4 temples. Let's do that. Okay. First thing, let's see if we can, yeah, so we'll influence her. Let's go ahead and infiltrate Persia. I wouldn't mind having the option to mess with them if we wanted to. I know that as builds go, the archive is relatively weak, but this particular city doesn't really have a lot of other ways to boost its science output. I mean, we could get a +1 science here, but uh, well, and actually, honestly, food is selling for an insane price right now. That might not be a bad idea. Well, we could, if nothing else, we could just sell a bunch of food. And although, what is it? Yeah, their discontent is not great. We could get an easy -1. While we've got citizens to work with, though, yeah, let's do that. That is not my first choice, but hey, it's a +1 science. It'll give us a saleable resource. Okay, well, I'm on board with that. Uh, you know what? Let's come over here and yeah, I'll spend some money to infiltrate Carthage. We fought twice with them. Uh, we're at peace with Babylon, so I'll run him home actually. I don't know that there's anything in particular we want or need to do here. I'll speed up the process of getting you guys healed and put away my toys. Yeah, whatever. Oh, didn't we have rebels somewhere? Yeah, Resin. Fuck it. Oh, and I need to rename these cities to from my book. Oh, here we go. Over here. Yes, Lord. Well, let's get rid of this ass hat. Okay. Come on, ass hat. You gotta be kidding me. He's got like a hit point left. Well, I'm not even gonna let him survive. So, yeah. Fuck you, Resin Rebels. Okay. We still got 2 orders left, so we can do, I don't know, something. 300. I mean, I could upgrade these guys, but oh, yeah, right there it is. Let's upgrade Hocus and Pocus. Yeah, so next turn we'll go after all of our slingers and get them outfitted with their. I know that upgrading 2 slingers to archers didn't change the military equation at all. But good to know that we are similar in strength to our 2 biggest rivals, and we're actually on almost friendly terms with one of them. So we're not actually hated by. The only reason he jumped into the war was because we were beaten up on Greece, who he has since abandoned. They're yeah, they're friendly, right? But they're not but close buddies, or he's close buddies with Persia. So I mean, he's not, mortal enemies. He just don't beat up on my friend, and I can respect that. All right, I think I'm going to stop this video here. Mostly this was an update to show that, we are at peace with everybody, or at least at truce with everybody, and that we survived the war pretty, with the Carthaginian War intact. I mean, they beat up a couple of militia, we lost a few units, but it didn't even scratch the paint, really. Um, the worst loss with the naval ships, but we had been building additional naval tonnage, and so we pushed about where we not, the best thing, but it's not terrible either. I am going to add cohorts to my list of tech in the tech tree as a long-term goal, because I want to get, swords. We need to be able to meet Carthaginian and Greek infantry with something that can beat a mace, which is a sword, and that's as high as it goes anyway. So I'll put that on the tech tree wish list. Um, but the rest of this is just going to be repetitive, so it's not really going to be very informative for you to watch me build 15 shrines of Shamash and 15 shrines of Asher to build culture and get orders and get more civics points, but that's what's going to happen. So I will tune in with another video. Um, what the hell? I thought we fixed that. Okay. Well, anyway, and I'll be fighting some more rebels, but I will tune in or start another video for you to tune into when something else cool and interesting happens. So I will see you soon.